How y'all doing? We back in here tonight. I was trying to get some things set up over here. My TV's going over here. Let me put that on mute. We back. We back. It's rainy. It's cold. Hello there, Travis Davis. LP94. Howdy, howdy. Good to have you in here. It's cold and rainy. My shop floor's wet. I got more holes in the ceiling of this thing than the sky. I don't know. It's just raining in here about as bad as it is outside. But I need to get some roof sealant or something on this thing. I got a few nails that's come out or something. I don't know. All I know is it leaks in here, and I don't like it. But we got more work to do than anybody else in the world. I mean, we got race cars sitting everywhere, and we've got a rear end here to put in this Camaro over here. Let me get you turned around where you can see what's going on. That rear end right there has got to go right there. So that's one thing we need to do. Donna said hi. Hey, good to have you in here, Donna. But that rear end right there, we just took it down to Little Rock this last week. Matter of fact, Wednesday, and had Mr. Emmett Lawson work on that rear end for us. Now we got to put it in that car over there. We got to get that car ready for Batesville. That motor sitting right there is going to go in the front of this thing. So I see Busted Radio Garage is in here. Good to have you in here, Chris. We don't have any burnout cars in here. We got plenty of stuff to spend money on, but we'll get there. I don't know that I'm going to be able to make the Bristol show this year. I'd planned on it, but we may try to go and watch, but that's going to be a far stretch to even do as well. So hey John, how you doing tonight? As y'all can see, I was talking about a while ago, my floor's wet. I done a little sweeping. I got water running through my floor everywhere in here. But I guess that's part of it when you got a lot of rain. But now we thought we'd jump in here and do another little live. It's Monday night. We tried to do Monday night lives. Let me get you turned back around. Get you set up. Don't get you too close to me. You see my ugliness on my face. But we're good to have y'all in here tonight. I'm thankful everybody's jumping in here. Looks like we got 5 in here so far. Go ahead, if you're on here, hit that thumbs up button. We appreciate you. We thank each and every one for jumping in. And we're trying to build this little channel up just a little bit. Yeah. But ain't no hiding that for sure. That's right. But now we got project after project after project. We're just loaded smooth overrunning with projects. And I've got 2 motors going together at the same time. I'm fixing to take one to the machine shop. I got another one over here. I may take it to the machine shop. I'm probably going to take them both and have them decked, the surface decked. I've got a shop that's willing to work with me on that. And so I'm going to see about that. And I'm going to get to do some head work here before long with my little valve grinder machine. I got a guy going to bring me some valves, some heads, want me to work some heads over for him. I'm going to try that out. I've done some valve grinding, but this old machine, I don't know if I think they built that thing back in the 30s, but that thing is old as Methuselah, or maybe Methuselah's daddy. I ain't for sure, but that thing is old and it still works. So that's all that really matters. See McMillan Cattle Company in here. You got them brakes working on that International yet? I see you had it running good. That thing's running real good the other day. Make that thing smoke a tire and take it to Saxton, Missouri come September. Get that thing entered in, bring that thing on up there and make it smoke a tire. Yep. We had a guy help us out with a bunch of tires the other day, a bunch of these dirt track tires. Some of them not really good enough for dirt tracking, but they'll make smoke. And we're probably going to make a little smoke with them this summer, here and there. We've got a tailgate throwdown going to happen up here, just up the road here a bit, Newport Dragway, and the Raceway, I think it was called. But anyway, Newport, Arkansas, tailgate throwdown. If you've got a pickup and you want to join in, bring it. And they've got a daily driver class. It's just a all steel body. You can run a plexiglass back glass only if you have a roll cage in the car, truck. So smoke them if you got them. That's right. And I didn't have much left after Saxton, Missouri. I'd put some 10-ply trailer tires on the back of that truck, and I ate them off in about 50 seconds. So that thing, it seemed to like them burnouts. So I'm gonna look at something different this next time. I may try some of these dirt track tires. I don't know, they're awful thin. That's my problem. They might not last long. I'm wanting to do a good burnout and put on a good show without going out so quick. So I don't really want to buy a brand new tire unless somebody buys one for me. So that's where I'm at on that. So I don't have the money to do that. But I've got a bunch of these dirt track tires. Well, we appreciate you there, man. They said I was going first, and I said, well, I got to lay it all on the line. I got to go out there and give her all she's got, and that's what we did. So, hey there, NSB Customs. We appreciate y'all jumping in here all the way from Florida. From Florida. Whoa. Well, I'd like to be down there right now. I bet it's a lot warmer. And it's cold right here. It's supposed to be down into the teens tonight. Not tonight, this week. So chance of snow and all that. It's raining just to beat it out there right now. But you know, that is what it is. It's winter time. We're going to have that. So, but we thinking about, we're going to be bringing the smoke show back up to Saxton, but we've already got it entered in, and I'm wanting to try to get something else going to take up there to maybe have another rig in it. We don't know yet what's going to take place there, but we're going to be there. Lord willing, we'll be there. Yeah, I know. I'd rather that cold weather stay up north. We went and picked my daughter up at the airport this last Wednesday, and she come from Massachusetts. And she brought the cold weather with her, and anyway, we're going to send her back this coming Wednesday. We've been having a lot of fun, enjoying the visit, but when she goes back, I'm going to try to pack up all this cold weather and send it back with her. That's right, I can't give it away. Ain't nobody wants this cold weather, unless they all from South Africa or something like that. They drop to have a little bit of cool weather at times. But no, we're going to try to either get to work on the stock car over here, or work a little bit more on this sale car here. This car we're going to try to sell. I know I need to get on this and get it done, get it sold. This car here, y'all have seen some videos of it. I've been making little clips of it and whatnot. we'll try to get it together and make it roll, and give it a little paint job and put the body back on it, and right out the door try to send it down the road. See if we can't get somebody interested in it. Maybe make a few bucks so that we can put it in one of these other cars. So we're not trying to get rich or nothing. We just want to try to make another race car to roll and make somebody happy, you know. Get that adrenaline rush going, you know. These old stock cars are a lot of fun, but they're a lot of work. They like anything else. They take a lot of work, and you got to build just about everything on them. You can't quite buy everything, you know. Especially if you like us and don't have the money, you got to build a lot of it. So we're doing it old school. You know, that's what they used to do back in the day. Build that stuff instead of buy it. And because the stuff wasn't available back then, you just had to build it. So that's the way we've been doing it. I'd like to be able to buy it, but hey, sponsorship isn't there yet. So we're just doing what we can. Hey, while I'm on here thinking about it, if y'all get a chance and y'all's not subscribed to him, run on over there to On the Berm, the YouTube channel. Check them out, On the Berm, and check them out. Chris and his dad down there, he calls him Pops. They doing some awesome work down there. They building some chassis and some factory stock, street stock stuff. They do some modifications on these modifieds and whatnot. They do all kind of work. But if you have a chance, slide on over there to On the Berm YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button over there. Tell them, leave them a comment and tell them old Outfits Garage sent you over there, and he'll appreciate that, and I appreciate it as well. And while you're on here, if you hadn't hit that thumbs up button, go ahead and hit it. We appreciate that. Yeah, that's right. Built not bought is a lot better. It's a lot cheaper, for sure. And we McMillan Cattle Company got 5 inches. Woo! Y'all can have that snow. We don't need it. We don't need that snow, I can promise. But yeah, we build a lot of our stuff around here, a lot of our brackets. But like I say, our motors, we build our own motors. We build our, you know, if we break a transmission, we go through it, we build it. We try to do everything we can in-house, so that's why this place is cluttered up. We got this car here. We need to try to get it together. We're going to try to turn around and sell it. It's a, show you here, it's a modified chassis. We'd like to turn around and sell that. And this car right here, we're going to try to sell it. So, and that motor you're seeing right there, that motor is going to be built for a backup for that one over there. So, y'all can get it over there. But that's our plan. We're trying to get that motor built. That's sitting on that engine stand over there. Trying to get that motor built, so it'll be our primary motor. And this motor here will be it's just an old 305. It's not going to be anything special. So it's going to be a backup. So everybody knows the 305 is not going to be top of the line motor, but it'll be something. If that motor goes down, we'll have something just to throw in there until we can get another one of these 350s together. So, and we've got another block here that I'm going to, as soon as I get these done, I'm going to take this and get it to the machine shop. It's a 4-bolt main 350 block. I'm going to take it, start getting it worked on. So there's a lot of work being done and a lot of motors being built. So, well, torn apart, I should say. Not, they ain't been built yet. So we're just trying to get some things together. And we got 11 in there now. Hey, appreciate it. Hey, I'm tickled to have one, and we got 11 in here. I'm thankful for each and every one of you. I promise. I have built cages. I don't have a tubing bender at the moment. That's my drawback. I haven't built cages in a few years, but I have built a few cars, and they were good cars. I built one that me and Doug built it, and it did so good. It was one of these street stocks. It did so good that, and it was built so well. When we took it to the racetrack, the people we sold the car to, they took it to the racetrack and they swore up and down one of the chassis builders in town had built it, and I was pretty proud about that. And we was trying to tell them that we built it out behind our house. They said, "Ain't no way, that come from Larry Shaw Chassis." And I said, "No, that come from our little barn out behind our house at the time. Actually, my brother-in-law's house, and had a little concrete floor. We set it up on 4 jack stands and had a tubing bender there and a cut off 4-inch grinder. We went to work and went to building, and we built it. It was a super nice car. And matter of fact, the guy that drove the car is Mr. Wayne Brooks. He's a Dirt Late Model Hall of Fame driver. We appreciate that. He got in it, and he won some races in it, and finished. I think he almost won the Big 10,000 to win race at Batesville. He finished second in it, and then the next year I think he finished second or third. And somebody come along, just had to have it more than what they had wanted, and they decided to go a different route, maybe a different car. And somebody from Fort Smith, Arkansas bought that car and took it, and hey, we appreciate that. Smash that button. And they ran it for a little while, and they loved it so much that they built a jig and copied it. And they took that car, and once they did that, they built some hoist up in the rafters, and they swung the car from the rafters, and that car is still sitting in the rafters in Fort Smith, Arkansas. And somebody said it'd never be sold. I don't know, but that was probably the best car ever built. So yeah, we've built some cages, we built some cars, and I'm hadn't really wanted to get back into the car building business. We built some. I built some tracks for a man over in Bald Knob, Arkansas. We were stripping down some Corvettes and things like that, and he wanted a trike built out of one. So I put a short video up of one of those, and this was about 20 years ago when this happened. So, but you can look on my shorts, go on there and check out that video I just posted 20 years ago. 15 Seconds of Fame is what's on the front of it. And I've got a full-length video, but it's way on back. Sometime last year, I think it was, of the whole video. But I had a 2-minute section, 2.5-minute section on ESPN2 one time about that, and that was pretty exciting to get that spot. And my little 15 Seconds of Fame, I guess you could say. But that never really went anywhere. We thought we were going to be able to sell a few, but they were kind of I guess you'd call overpriced for the time, and we were using used engines and drive lines, and so, but we basically had to sell them kind of high because of all the work we had involved in it. So we had hours and weeks and time building these things. They were pretty elaborate. So hey, I see Chris in there on the berm. Yeah, Chris, I've been thinking about it. I don't know. I don't have a tubing bender right now. Matter of fact, I'm going to get with you on the berm down there. I'd like to maybe sometime have you take a picture of your tubing bender. I've seen some like it online, but take a picture of the side of it and where the pin points are, and then take a tape measure and measure those out for me, I'm going to set up and build me one and order me some dies. And I can do that. I can do that a whole lot cheaper. So you could use a couple cages. Yeah. If you're in Georgia, it might be closer for you to get with Chris over there at Chris McGuire there from On the Berm. He's in the chats there. He builds some super nice stuff, and you might get with him. All right, appreciate you, man. But I'm Chris Mills there. If you'll get with Chris McGuire on the Berm, I think he can hook you up with a cage. He does some awesome work. I see Big Mike's Hoopty Barnes in the house. Good to have you in here. But yeah, Hoopty. Yeah, I see old Hoopty and old Big Mike and just Mopar Joe is collaborating on some things. I think Big Mike may have something for us up there this next year. Old Big Mike's building him a hot rod, and well, if he's got Mopar Joe involved in it, we got problems. Yeah, Chris, you build some super nice stuff. We we built a few cars, and like I say, I built one car for a guy in like a pure stock class, and he wound up winning the championship in that car. And matter of fact, you may not know this, you may not even believe it, but these side draft headers on Camaros, there wasn't anybody running side draft headers. Was nobody 20 years ago, 21 years ago, whenever this was. Let's see, when was this? I built this car in the late 90s. I think I built the car in 97, 98. Okay, but I built it to fit the side draft headers. But nobody was running them. Nobody was building them. Wayne Brooks, my buddy, Dirt Late Model Hall of Famer, he was sponsored by Don Schoenfield. And so me and him was riding up and down the road going to these races, running late models and modifieds and stuff. And I got talking to him, and I said, you know, I think I'm going to take a set of them modified headers. We was running them little shorty stubbies that just come right out and blow straight out the side, and they're about that long. I said, I'm thinking about taking a set of them little shorty stubby headers, flip them upside down, and put a L45 on them and blow them right out behind the back tire like a lake model. And I said, but I got to see if that's going to work. And I said, you know, with your connection at Schoenfield, I said, you reckon we might could get that car over sometime and have him look at it and see if we might could build a set of headers like that. He said, you know, we can do that. He said, Don, he'll work with me on that. So anyway, I wound up selling the car, and they take the car to Don Schoenfield, just like what we talked about, and had them headers built. And now those side draft headers are everywhere, all over the country on the car that I built. Many people don't know that. That's kind of useless information, but that's my history that I like, that I know, and I appreciate. So that's something most people say, you're just blowing and going, but you just don't know the history. So that's where we were at. Whenever you're running around with a Dirt Lake Model Hall of Famer, that's won as many races as he has. He's won, I think he said, close to 600 races. So yeah, he's got some clout. He's got some pull with some of these companies. So Yeah, that's those side drafts. They sound good. Matter of fact, the Camaro we took to Sykeston a couple of years ago, last year, and run on the drag strip. We had a set of those headers on it. Man, it sounded good. It sounded really good. Had a 327 in it. And they had our cam went bad, so all I had in here was a big old Unidyne solid lift cam, and I threw that in there with a set of hydraulic lifters. I'd run out of time. I didn't have any time left. I just said, let's just throw it in there. Let's go. And we threw it in there and had another old set of used lifters we threw in there, just hydraulic lifters. Put it in there, set the rockers, fired it up, and that thing sounds awesome. Well, the 327 sounds good anyway, but that thing, it just run and run and run. And I don't know, we probably turned it $8,000 over there at Sykeston. And floated the lifters. It just didn't want to hold up to 8,000. So, but we had a lot of fun with it. Big Mike, you don't think it's useless information? I think it's great. Well, good. I appreciate that. I've had a little history. I'm just not well known in the big car business out here, in the car building business, because I quit racing right about that time and got out of it, and I probably could have pushed it and got hooked up. Now, I had another team or two that was talking to me a little bit, but one guy, he couldn't afford to hire me on, and when our team dissolved that I was racing with up there with Wayne, and things just didn't work out. And I had a guy from Kansas that asked me one day, he said, just name your price, how much you charge to come, how much it take for you to come work for me. And I just almost told him a price, and then I got to thinking, where's this going to lead me, and so I never did follow it. And then wasn't long after that I met my wife, settled down, and everything started working out for me. Things went well. So hey, I see Fastback, Jim's Fastback Garage is in here. Been around dirt track since I could walk. 38. Just now decided to build stuff. Yeah, I understand that. I'm 52 now, and I've been around a lap or two. I was going watching races when you was being born, so just a couple years after that, when I built my first car. So I was about 2 years old, I guess, when I was hitting the dirt track. So, but something like, let's see, let me think of how that worked. Maybe a little bit older than that, I ain't for sure. I was pretty young. I can't remember exactly how young I was. We was hitting them dirt tracks and going racing. Yeah, did a lot of street stuff. I did a little bit of that too. Don't you look who showed up. Look who snuck in over here.
Me.
That's old Doug. He come in over here. I ain't got no coffee built yet. I've been over here talking to these folks. I need to build a pot of coffee. You want to build a pot of coffee?
Get her done.
Hey, y'all want a cup of coffee? Y'all come on in. We'll build us a pot. Put 2 scoops in that joker. We'll get us a pot built tonight. Anybody like coffee at night? That's some of the best time to do it. Gotta run. Hey, we appreciate you, Chris, for jumping in here. Hopefully, Busted Radio there, Chris Mills, will jump in there and get a hold of you. He's needing some cages built, so maybe he'll be able to jump over there and y'all can get hooked up. He's over in Georgia, not too far from me there, a lot closer than we are. If y'all's not subscribed to On the Berm there, jump in there and give him a subscription and Tell him I sent you over there. He'd appreciate that. And I appreciate it as well. You're in a back brace right now. Oh no. Yeah, have to teach your brother all that stuff. I see Turlo's Garage. Good to have you in here. That's right. We need to get together sometime. Maybe when you come down to collaborate there with old Big Big Joe's Hoopty Barn out down there. See if we can get hooked up sometime or another, meet up, and have us a cup of coffee. We might sit and have a cup of coffee. Have you got it running deep yet, or you need some water? You got water in it?
It's calculating.
Calculating, it's fixing to start percolating, is it? Well, good.
It's calculating.
I've been talking to these fine folks over here. We've had quite a few people show up and talk with us. We got project after project, as we was talking about a while ago. Many of you in and out. I understand some of you got to go. That project right there needs to be finished up, and we finish that joker up and turn around and get it on the road and get somebody else building that, make them a race car. Got this car right over here. It's a IMCA modified chassis, but we're turning it into a sport mod chassis. That car there is just a hobby stock Camaro, and that car over there is another IMCA chassis we're turning into a sport mod, or a southwestern mod. I keep saying the wrong stuff here. So we just got a new bun coffee maker, and it's awesome. You got that right. Them buns are awesome. I'm not much of a coffee drinker. Too bland. Hey, get you some French vanilla creamer and 2 packs of stevia. I don't use sugar. I just use stevia. 2 packs of the little stevia. Put you about 2 tablespoons of French vanilla creamer in there, and she won't be bland no more. You'll be drinking it faster than chocolate milk, I'll guarantee you. That's the good stuff. Yep. Doug, we got more work to do than we can shake a stick at.
I just got done with some work.
You just got done with it. He just rebuilt the front end in his truck.
Lots of fun.
Yeah. We just need some more people to come along and help do that.
Yeah.
I thought about jumping in here and doing a little bit of welding here in a minute.
There's a little bit to be done.
A little bit. So, good night, fellers. Hey, we appreciate you jumping in here, McMillan. Come on back when you get a chance. Right, we got about 6 folk in there. We appreciate everybody being in there. I guarantee you, we thank you as everyone. We trying to just give y'all a little bit of heads up on what's going on. I appreciate that. And everybody else you subscribe to, they'll appreciate it too. Sometimes I'll click on somebody's video or just turn it on and get to doing something different. And if I've already watched it, sometimes I'll go back and watch it again and turn it on, just let it be playing. while I'm doing something else. That gives them watch hours, believe it or not. If I'm gonna be doing something, might as well have the video rolling, making some noise. So oh man, yeah, I've been up and at it for a while these last few days. Getting a little tired. Hey, good to have you in here, Tim. I see Red Beard Racing's in here. What's up, guys? All we out here just piddling around those old stock cars and seeing what we can get done. You gonna bring that hot rod back to Saxton this next year? We hoping to see it. Smack those thumbs up. That's right. We appreciate you. We appreciate every one of you for jumping through here, and we appreciate everybody jumping in here and hitting that thumbs up button. We like that. That helps us out. Appreciate that. Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stretch this welder out. I need to put a longer lead on this thing where we can get it out there a little deeper, don't we? See what we can get done.
Big Mike said he's fixing to hop out.
Hopping out of here, are you? Well, come back when you got a little bit more time. We'll sit down and drink a cup. Sometime around the 12th. Okay. Yeah, just holler at me beforehand. That way I'll try to remember to try to be around. Try to meet up somewhere. That or swing by the house here. I ain't probably, whatever, about 5-6 minutes from the freeway out here. Come down,
Yes, ma'am.
hit Booth Road, follow it all the way to Highway 267, follow that to Fuller Lane, and I'm right up there on it. So just holler at me. Good night, Big Mike. Yep. Now we talking about history of some of our history, building these old race cars and stuff. Got one of them was old Chris Mills busted regular garage trying to get us to build him a cage. I said, well, we don't build them anymore, but I hooked him up with old Chris McGuire from down there on the berm. I told him to hook up with him. He building some nice looking cages.
Yeah.
So
It's not that we can't do it, it's just we don't do it.
we just don't do it right now. That I ain't saying that I won't ever build another one, but it's a lot of work. But right now we just don't have the equipment to build them. So, all right, appreciate it, Matt, Mike. I'll be looking for it. You be careful and have a good night. But I've
We've built several.
yeah. Yeah, I tell him about that one pure stock we built for Ed. He went and built won championship with it. He won two years in a row, didn't he?
2 years in a row.
I forgot. He won 2 years in a row. He beat us. Ah! I said, well, he had to beat us because we wasn't there all the time. I was going racing with Wayne's, but yeah, he won.
And rolled it over a couple of times.
Yeah, he rolled it a couple times, pushed the sheet metal back out and went back and won championship again. Backed it into the wall one time. That kind of hurt it. But then tell them about that Camaro we built for Wayne and Toby. There was a jig built off that car, and then they built some cars off from it. It won several races, hanging in the rafters in Fort Smith in a barn. That's crazy. I'd like to go see it one of these days. That's
Doesn't Schoenfeld have it?
I don't know who got it. Was it Dennis Schoenfeld that bought that car?
I think so.
Dennis or Don Schoenfeld? I know they liked it so much they wanted it. Somebody over there wanted it. I figure that's who got it. And they may have sold it, I don't know, but I don't think it's sold. Last I heard, they wasn't gonna sell it. I don't know. Rob's Rods and Streetcars. Good to have you in here. Good to have you in here. Appreciate it. We just talking shop tonight. Just in here yakking. We got cars that sitting everywhere. Got them everywhere. I got my camera backwards right now, so it may look a little different. But I'm fixing to go over here and find me a pot of this coffee we built a while ago.
It's not quite ready.
Ain't quite there yet, but let me get my truck ready. Y'all just keep on yakking in there. We ain't got a ton of folks in there right now, but hey. It's still building, Doug.
We're working on it.
Get some of this. All of it.
I might have made too much of it.
Well, it's running out like syrup. That's supposed to mean it's pretty still.
I put 2 scoops.
All right, looks good.
I had to add a little water to it.
Oh, me, we're back. You climbed the 3rd turn wall and shoved everything over. What are you talking about there? I'm missing something. You know, that Wild West shootout, that may be going on right toward the end of the week. I know they ran last night, weekend, but Tyler started 4th and slid back to 9th. He said he missed the setup. He got too much going on, didn't have enough time to finish setup changes.
That'll happen.
Oh, okay, I got you responding to another comment. Yeah? I tell you, yeah, I tell you, Rick said bring this down.
Yep, I'm anxious to see what
I've got to put a bearing in the front, a bearing in the back. Put that crank in it. And then, do some measuring up here, and the way we decks it, we'll know how much to take off of it. And put a piston in, rotate it, you know.
Yeah.
So. I still got to do some cleaning in here. I need to go over there to the getting store, get some of them harbor bits, order it, drive stuff, and all that's what I do. All that in there. Ash.
But you know, she's fixing to get cold
Yeah. I ain't washing that.
next week, they say.
This thing will get, he'll wash it in his water cabinet. He got one that has that hot water in it. Spins it, washes, blasts it.
Yeah.
We're talking about boring that thing, possibly 60. So, that'll make a 315 out of it. That'd be better than 305. But with running 305, you get, I mean, you can run any head you want, but you can run the 305 heads on 305.
Right.
You just can't run 305 heads on 350. So,
Need to get that one.
yeah.
When we're at 60. It ain't gonna matter. Which one?
Right.
It don't matter, because they're both 305.
They're boat anchor. Everybody keeps telling me 305s are boat anchors. Well, I say a 305 is a step up from a 256 cylinder. And at least it sounds better. I don't know, a 256 cylinder with split manifold, dual exhaust. You get her cranked up there about 4,000 RPM, she sound like she's singing a song. Them old 6-cylinders make good sound.
Get you a stick.
Let me get my cup of coffee over here. I bet you hate it too. I bet that twists your arm when you walk by.
Something about that. How do they go together?
Yep. Beer company, folks. We back. We back. I want you to look what Doug showed up with. You look at that. You get a look at that. Put little old personal size pecan pies. We call them pecans around here. Look at that.
No, I didn't
Can
grow
you-
the pecans.
You can't see that. Woo, doggies, there's a hot cup of coffee. We built us some coffee. You didn't pick the pecans,
I didn't grow them.
you didn't grow. You picked these up off the shelf, didn't you? Woo. Let me get off into one of these here. Let's see what's going on. No? I figure it'll get warmed up in my belly here in a minute. Oh, we just love having fun around here. That's almost as good as homemade.
Pretty good. We got a friend of ours over in Tennessee that'll
Yeah.
make them size
Oh, Johnny.
homemade that'll just, man,
Oh, Johnny, he can make some pecan pies.
he'd make about anything. Never seen anybody cook like he does.
Yeah.
Unreal. His this pecan pies will make you have a wreck on the way home from the races.
Yeah, blow out, chase somebody around, blow, push them off the road. Yeah. Yeah, I've made pecan pies too. I like them. Hey Jim, what part of the country you from again? I done forgot. I remember.
Indiana,
Was it Indiana?
I think.
I think it's Indiana, isn't it? East Central India. Okay. Trying to remember some racetracks up in there we went to. I keep thinking of Peoria and all that, but all that's over in Illinois. Iowa racetracks. See you later, Turlo. Good to have you in here. Trying to remember some of them racetracks we went to up there.
When I was a kid,
Indiana.
when I lived in Indiana, my dad raced at IRP and Kitley Speedway, all there in Indianapolis,
Yeah.
and a few around Indianapolis that I
Yeah.
don't remember.
We raced at a big fairgrounds up there somewhere. I can't remember what the name of it was. Maybe it was Lawrenceburg. That sounds right. I think we raced there. I know we raced in Illinois a lot. Hobstad. We raced at Hobstad. That's where we raced at. That's Tri-City, I think's the name of that. Bloomington, yeah, we raced at Bloomington Speedway. Been there.
Illinois, been there. Gas City, Lawrenceburg, Bloomington.
Yeah, Bloomington. We've been to Bloomington. Like I say, this is 25 years ago. More than that now. Almost. Well, yeah, it's been 25. It's mid 90s, 96, 97 era when we was racing together. We was young back then.
Winchester and Salem, Anderson Speedway.
Winchester, isn't that, that's asphalt, isn't it? And Salem, I'm thinking those might be asphalt.
Those are asphalt.
That's what I was thinking. I ain't never been to them. I've seen them. Mark Martin used to go up there to Winchester. He loved that track. Matter of fact, well, we talked about it.
We getting any high winds, rain? Not yet.
Not yet. No, we hadn't got any high winds yet. We're hoping it don't happen, but it's supposed to hit sometime tonight, so. Just been raining so far.
Supposed to get into single digits next weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen that?
Yeah. We may not be in this outfit next week.
Build a bigger fire.
Heavy downpours tomorrow with winds over 70 miles an hour. Wow.
Where is he at?
Where are you at there, Windsor? Delaware. Okay. Yeah, I could see that up there. That'd be some stout wind there. Whew. Never been to Delaware. Been to Rhode Island. Been to New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, Massachusetts. Well, everything up there except Connecticut, Delaware, and Rhode Island. I mean, Maine. And North Carolina, South Carolina. Well, I've been all over the place.
I got a girlfriend that lives in New Jersey,
Yeah.
New Hampshire, I mean. Conway, New Hampshire.
Hmm.
The girl that worked with Ann and stayed with us for this little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Went to Hardy.
Used to live in Maryland. Moved to Delaware when I was 19. Yeah. I've been in Arkansas my whole life, I reckon. I ain't never lived anywhere else. We worked out of Woodward, Oklahoma there for a couple of summers. We was racing. Our sponsor was out there in Woodward, Oklahoma. But no, I ain't never lived anywhere else other than Arkansas. I like it here. I've been all around, and never really found a place that I liked as well as Arkansas. Tennessee, some places in Tennessee is pretty nice, and Alabama. I got some kinfolk lives in Alabama. But Florida's too hot. Louisiana's too hot. Arkansas is really too hot, but it ain't too bad.
Well, I've lived in Indiana, around Greencastle, and then Indianapolis,
Yeah.
and here. But here is home.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, guys, I've been on here for right at an hour. I appreciate everybody jumping in here. I think I'm gonna get around and find something to do or sit and drink coffee, one of the two. So, and see what else we can do. But I appreciate everybody jumping in there. We had a pretty good crowd there a while ago, and thank each and every one for jumping in. If you hadn't done it yet, hit that subscribe button, like button. If you're watching it, you probably subscribed. So, but anyway, I think we're gonna get on out of here and slide this away. See what else we can get done tonight. But I appreciate every one of you for jumping in here. Leave a comment real quick, and but I think we're gonna get around, get to work on one of these old cars. It's about warmed up in here enough to work yet. So we appreciate it there, Tim. Have a good night yourself, and we appreciate everybody jumping in there. So Russell here, Doug's over there. He's on the phone at the moment, but appreciate you. God bless you. Keep a hammering, guys.